If you are still using the old CSS, you need to optimize now. There are a lot of CSS functions which you can utilize to optimize your CSS and minimize your CSS lines by using those functions. As here, for the example, I'm using this heading, and if I have to change the different font size for the different screen size like mobile, tab and desktop, then I will have to define different media queries for this, and that will take several lines to define that font size only. And if I define the font size for mobile, it's 40 pixel, and for the tab views or above the tab views, it is 100 pixel. Same thing can be achieved with a single line using clamp. If I comment this code, I'm commenting this code and using the clamp here to achieve the same thing. Font size, clamp, I define 40 pixel is minimum and maximum will be 100 pixel, and in between the font size will be 4 pivot width, and you can see the font is still the same. If I go to the desktop, you can arrange this according to that and it will work same. I can define it as 7 viewport width, and if I change this, you can see this working same. And here for different scan, it will adjust its value automatically according to device screen for the intermediate screen, and it will be 40 pixel for the mobile and maximum will be 100 pixel, which will be for desktop. Same like this, there is another function also, like sometimes we need to use min width and sometimes we need to use min width and also width. It's like 40%, but the same thing will be achieved using with max function also, and that's why you need to use the latest CSS function to optimize your CSS. So let us stand one by one what is these CSS functions: clamp, max and min. So I'm taking example here. I'm taking just one div class box. For now we have seen the clamp, and now we are going to see the min and max functions. Here I'm defining the height 400 pixel and width 40% of this box of this, and background I'm giving background red. So now you can see it's looking like this, and here I'm just setting margin auto to make it in center. Here the width is 40% of container. Let's open in responsive view and then we can resize it, but I need its minimum value should be 200 pixel. Now this value will never be less than 200, and the same thing we can achieve using max function. If I comment this, I'm using width, and as we need to consist min width 200 pixel, that's why here I need to use max function, which returns the maximum value of the given arguments. So here the minimum value will be 200 pixel and width I will 40%, and you can see this is having same UI as this is the max function, which returns the maximum value of these two values provided. In this, if you see, if it is 40%, finally it is calculated on and converted into pixel, and the max function will check if 40% is greater than 200, then it will pick 40% value, otherwise it will pick 200 pixel, and in this way it will maintain the minimum width of 200 pixel. Same can be used with min function, but it will return the minimum width of these two values. And if we check here what it will do, if 40% is converted into the pixel in the browser, it will compare these two values. Here we can see it will return the minimum of this. Here the 40% is minimum as this is converted into pixel and it is less than 200. And here if you want to maintain minimum width, then you will have to use max, and if you want to define maximum width, then you will have to use min, so that the maximum width will be 200 and it will never increase than 200. You can see if I increase this, even it will not increase than 200 pixel. And in this way you can utilize these functions to optimize your CSS and enhance your CSS skills and make your CSS more dynamic and responsive.